we should romanticize physical media. Books and vinyl have specific moods associated with them. Think about a cozy cafe with a turntable in the corner, emitting soft jazz music, crackly sounds, and all. Or how about brisk autumn afternoons spent in a musty library filled with hundreds of books? Now, what comes to mind when you think about movies? Digital media is sterile. It doesn't engage with all of your senses. With physical media, you're hearing the sound of the VCR clicking. The smooth edges of a disc feels cool between your fingers. You're flipping through the glossy pages of the insert booklet, and suddenly that inky smell hits your nose. Releasing a DVD requires a firm but precise press of the hub where you're actively hoping you don't accidentally break the disc. That subtle plastic smell of a VHS case transports you to a time when things felt simpler. Even just holding a Blu-ray in your hands feels good. It's the ultimate tactile experience that's hard to replicate in a world of convenience and efficiency. These small interactions are fading away from our modern world. Those of you who are lucky enough must remember nights spent browsing your local video store. Buzzing neon lights, neatly stacked rows of movies, and snacks whispering their siren song while you pass them in the checkout line. Sometimes you enter the store not knowing what you're going to pick up, and other times you sought out a new release like a priceless artifact. Maybe your parents let you choose one movie for Friday night, so you had to negotiate with your siblings, or maybe you were on a date and trying to figure out which horror movie could give you a good excuse to accidentally brush their hand. You could get lost in epic fantasy worlds or experience heartbreak firsthand in a period drama. The possibilities were endless. All you needed was a membership card and a few bucks. It all feels so far away now. Today's movie browsing experience is way less fun than a trip to Blockbuster. It's you on a couch with a remote and multiple streaming apps. You're scrolling and scrolling, but nothing catches your eye. It feels like you're drowning in content, but you still can't find anything that you want to watch. This is the cinephile version of I have nothing to wear while looking at your crowded walk-in closet. We are overwhelmed by choice, but the choices don't even feel compelling. How many of us have sat through hours of a movie only to feel disappointed at the end? A mysterious algorithm presents us with suggestions on a silver platter, but does it really have our best interests in mind? Content is designed for users to binge and/or stay hooked enough for the next billing month. Streaming services want our attention, no matter the consequences. Sure, streaming has brought many movies to the masses for an affordable price, or at least it used to. Films becoming more accessible is a positive thing. However, there's also a cost. Entire scenes are removed from older movies. Newer releases feel like lost films because a company refuses to make it available anywhere. Pieces of art are being locked in a figurative vault. Your access is only as good as your bank account. You could own multiple subscriptions to the largest streaming platforms and still not be able to watch the movie you want. We're at the whim of these large companies who don't care about the art of film. They're pushing out hollow content where the plot falls through your fingers like sand. Stories are being retold and remade with reckless abandon. Franchises and box office numbers are prioritized, and we're all just so tired of it. Where do we go from here? How do we find refuge in this capitalist hellscape? So let's start romanticizing physical media. Explore the tiny but mighty Blu-ray section at your local Barnes & Noble. Browse the Criterion flash sale on your laptop with a cup of hot coffee in hand. Assemble a shelf for your movie collection and decorate it with tiny knickknacks. Hang up that movie poster you've been wanting to display. Sift through shelves of used DVD stores if you're lucky enough to live near one, or take a peek in your local thrift store. Reorganize your Blu-rays and print out custom slipcovers for your favorites. Start a movie diary in that blank notebook you've been hoarding. Read books written by your favorite filmmakers. Spend an afternoon writing a long letterbox review no one is ever going to read. Dress up when you go to the theater. Create a monthly watch list and cross it off every time you finish a movie. Buy the movies that warmed your heart. Buy the movies that defined you and who you wish to be in the future. Buy the movies that changed your life. This isn't a call to start over-consuming. Your collection, no matter how big or small, is valid. Don't get caught up comparing your trove with others. Curate your collection to reflect you, add what you enjoy, and don't be pressured to buy something just because everyone else adores the film. It shouldn't matter if you're buying directly from boutique distributors or the used DVD store that takes 30 minutes to drive to. Whether you're just starting out or have been collecting for years, we should encourage and uplift each other. After all, we're just a bunch of film nerds at the end of the day. While we're at it, let's also support your local movie theaters. Attend a film festival. Go back home and recover your old childhood movies. Or you could check out your public library's movie selection. Host an impromptu film festival at home with your friends or family. Visit a drive-in theater. Pick up a movie that's outside of your comfort zone. Attend a studio tour. Splurge on that tub of popcorn even if it's just you at the theater. In a time where the world often feels devoid of joy, it's important we create these spaces for ourselves. Film has certainly inspired me to think outside of myself and even touched my very soul. A good story can make us weep violently for characters that don't exist. It can connect us to cultures we've never known. A beautifully shot scene can stun audiences into silence. Intricate plot twists and shocking endings live in our mind long after we've left the theater. Rewatching a movie can bring us comfort because we know everything will turn out alright in the end. Films can show us the truth and force us to confront our demons. Visually stunning dance scenes with beautiful costumes inspire and empower us. Exquisite cinematography can make us forget we're sitting in a theater. A haunting score instills a level of terror that we never thought possible. Seeing those dazzling images on the huge silver screen is a powerful thing. Cinema has the ability to make us laugh, cry, and sigh. Why should this art form be relegated to merely digital pixels that we don't even own? No matter what the corporations say, we can't lose the creativity and innovation in cinema. Visionaries, craftspeople, and technical crews team up to create something beautiful, something permanent that will hopefully last for generations to come. I hope you'll join me and romanticize your physical media journey, whatever it may look like.